We are ranking every Lore Olympus kiss, excluding what happens in episode 24. But other than that, we are ranking every Lore Olympus kiss. While you're here, don't forget to subscribe to this channel for more Webtoon content and check out the weekly podcast. You can also follow Girl Wonder Podcast on Instagram. Okay, let's get started. Number 19. This is Minth and Hades' first kiss, which was prompted by Persephone asking who is Minth in episode 8. As Hades thinks about the answer to that question, we see them angrily kissing with open eyes. It's not very romantic. Minth calls Hades a real piece of shit, and his response, I know. This is when we should have known that their relationship is not a healthy one. Number 18, the kiss where Persephone found out that Hades and Minth were dating in episode 52. Look at the fear in Hades' eyes. Hades eventually pulls away and says, "Not at work, please." This was a cringy kiss for everyone involved. Number 17, Zeus and Thedas' kiss in episode 122. This is a kiss that shows how little love is actually between the two of them. Everything Thedas says to him in this scene is a lie, in hopes of manipulating Zeus into getting Hades to turn on Persephone. And even the things that Zeus says are probably not true. Their entire relationship is a sham. Number 16, Chronos and Rhea in episode 145. Demeter explains to Hecate the long history of powerful gods amassing more power by devouring fertility goddesses. Isn't it eerie how similar Chronos and Rhea look to Hades and Persephone? Number 15, Minth and Hades kiss in episode 28. Once again, Persephone asks Hades about his relationship status. On the phone, she asks, "So you're not even seeing someone right now?" Hades thinks about Minth in that moment, and we see them kiss before he says no. This is a better one than the one in episode 8. At least their eyes are closed. Number 14, Mortal Zeus and Semele in episode 93. This is the only time we see Zeus in his mortal form, but I bet he has a ton of mortal girlfriends. Semele is just one of them. Number 13, the kiss before Minth stands Hades up for dinner in episode 71. There's this thing about Hades early on in Lore Olympus where he feels most attracted to Minth when he knows that she's jealous. That makes him happy. This "do you want her, I want you" moment really proves the point. I suppose it's fair to say that Hades was never sure if Minth reciprocated his feelings, especially due to how she treats him. So whenever she showed jealousy, that gave him hope. Number 12, Zeus and Hera kiss in front of Thedas in episode 56. And this is when Thedas realizes that she needs to step up her game because she's looking at Zeus and Hera kiss. This is a rare sighting, Zeus kissing someone who is his wife. It's almost hard to imagine that Hera would still kiss her husband after all they've been through, after all the times he's cheated, but I think it goes to show you that there is still some love there, and she wants her marriage to him to work. Number 11, I thought we agreed to stop doing that back in the 80s. In episode 77, Hera kisses Hades right after the domestic violence incident with Minth. Hera and Hades have a long history, but we didn't know too many details about that at the time when this episode first came out. After a moment, Hades is the one to stop the kiss. Number 10, Minth and Hades makeup kiss in episode 47. This is a kiss that always stood out to me. This is when they decide to give their relationship another go, and Hades writes Persephone a letter about having feelings for her, but he's choosing not to pursue them. This was a huge turning point in the story. We had seen that Minth was toxic, but we didn't know the extent of Minth and Hades' abusive relationship at this point. We didn't know that this was a cycle, her treating him poorly and then begging for forgiveness. I love the foreshadowing that we get here. This is the cycle that Hades has been trapped in with Minth for a long time, and it's really prominent in this scene. Number 9, a blast from Hades and Hera's past in episode 163. This is when Hades is explaining his relationship with Hera to Persephone, who knows that they had a romantic history together. I like how Hades was completely honest with her and didn't hold back. Number 8, episode 101. So I kinda hooked up with Ares a little bit. We find out that Persephone and Ares kissed in the mortal realm after Ares tricked her by saying he didn't know how to read. Being the lovely cinnamon roll that she is, Persephone offered to teach him, and during those study sessions they grew closer and Persephone agreed to kiss him, only to find out seconds later that Ares can read. Number 7, the dream kiss in episode 148. This is when Hades has a lovely dream that turns into a nightmare rather quickly. Number 6, the first time we see Psyche and Eros kiss in episode 15. It's done beautifully in black and white. This is before everything goes wrong in their relationship, and you can see how passionate they are about each other. Number 5, the define the relationship kiss between Thanatos and Daphne in episode 169. Thanatos asks Daphne to be his girlfriend, and she says yes. It's so sweet and so heartbreaking when we know that this is going to be their last moments together for a long time. Number 4, Psyche and Eros' second kiss in episodes 168 and 170. What can I say? I love this kiss with all my heart. I love how emotional and vulnerable they were with each other right up until the kiss. I just felt bad for Psyche, who was still in disguise and didn't understand what this meant. Number 3, because I want you. In episode 110, Persephone's and Hades have their first kiss. I love this moment. I love how it's raining and thundering outside. I love how passionate they are with each other. It's a first kiss they'll never forget, especially because she turns into butterflies and disappears right after. Number 2, a kiss can just be a kiss. This is a great one. Amazing. Hades and Persephone take a break from shopping to make out. And because she tried to disappear into butterflies again, they have a deep conversation about whether a kiss can just be a kiss or if it has to lead into pressure for more. I love how they're able to talk to each other about this extremely vulnerable topic, and this will always be one of my favorite kisses between Hades and Persephone. And now we've made it to number 1, the goodbye kiss. In episode 190, man, does this one break my heart. After Zeus doles out a very strict punishment for Persephone, she runs into Hades' arms and lets him know, the time I've spent with you has been the happiest I've ever been. They kiss in front of everyone in that courtroom, and Hades lets her know that he loves her. Before the punishment takes over and she disappears, leaving roses behind, not butterflies. Tragic, but so beautiful and so fitting for the world and theme of Lore Olympus. Alright everyone, that was my personal ranking of every single kiss in Lore Olympus so far. I have to know, which kiss is your number 1? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe and check out the Girl Wonder podcast.